Yo, what's up, guys? It's EJ Breathing Fantasy Football. It's EJ Breathing Fantasy Football. Literally, come on, man. What's wrong with you? This is like my 80th episode. But I'm having a lot of fun doing this. We're going to talk DraftKings Classic Week 3 lineups. We're going to gaLaXy brain and look through some unique plays. So we're going to start in 5 minutes. So if you're watching this as a video that's passed live, just fast forward us about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes. I don't know, man. I'm just chilling here. We're going to look at some lineups. We're going to play some gaLaXy epic space music in the background, kind of just chill. So you're welcome to join. I'd appreciate having you. We could talk some deep sleep, just looking at lineups, just looking at DraftKings lineups. If I have anybody that wants to jump on, hey, jump on, say what's up. Tell me some deep sleep plays you got. It'd be cool, man. We could have some fun and just chill. So I'll be back in about 5, and I'll see you guys.
Drawing's done. Where are we? Hey,
Hi, Grady. I got 4 people on that want to talk. That's good. Should we bring a couple beers tomorrow? And like a Packer cooler?
oh yeah. You know they always bring corn.
Do we have any? I guess we got some beers.
Yeah, but the outside fridge is full.
The Elysium, there's a bunch of Elysiums.
You ever read the dog bowl?
Huh? What'd you say?
You ever read dog bowl?
Yeah. What the fuck are they? Oh, wait.
There's a brand there.
Nah, you think they're that ballsy, babe? Oh, fuck. Damn it. Sorry, I broke your glasses. I was putting them on and they just broke. They gotta order more. Me?
Randall, come get your last drink of water. Abby, you coming in? Here's Abby, what are you doing?
Yo, yo, yo.
We're ready in the morning.
What'd you say?
Better be ready in the morning.
Well, we're not be ready. What all we gonna bring?
Just so we don't. You didn't ask to pump it.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking, should we bring our bikes and toss them in the back and like just park somewhere and ride into downtown?
That'd be crazy. Right to their house?
Cause we're gonna have to like wait for a cop to open a barricade so we can get to his house. Cause it's gonna be far from like one of the many ways. I mean, we can bring a truck and just try to drive, but have the bikes just in case.
Oh, good idea. We'll do that. We can lock them up.
We can park at your old apartment.
That's too far of a drive. You want to drive a mile? Ride a mile? It should just be a couple blocks. Hey, what's up, guys? EJ. Hey, welcome tonight, man. I'm gonna just start the stream here. We're gonna look at some deep sleep GPP for classic. It's kind of like what I think is the true grind of playing DFS. You can really find some unique plays and just put them in a lineup, have them make sense, and it's cool, man. I love Showdown. I've been chatting with a cool dude, Pharaoh Kane. Hey, one of these days we're gonna get Pharaoh on the stream with us. It'll be cool, and I'll be on his or whatever you want. I don't give a shit. Like he don't care either. I don't care. It's good fun, man. Hey, what's up, Ozzy? Hey, welcome, man. We're gonna talk some DFS, GPP, and build some lineups here. So if you're new to the stream, this is EJ, Breathing Fantasy Football, literally. And we're literally just going to be chilling for the next hour or so. I'll try and just gaLaXy brain, look at some unique plays, and just see how we can make them fit in the lineup. Oh, what's up, man? Hey, man. Hey, thank you for coming on. And I appreciate just chatting with you on Facebook. It's cool. It's cool to have someone that kind of vibes with what you're also seeing. Like you see this and you look at it as, dude, why the fuck aren't people setting lineups? They're talking like this with another dude that split across and they're like, yeah, I fucking know what I'm talking about. Like I analyze and look at this shit all the damn time. Nah, man, you don't know shit. You don't know shit like the other person. So you and I coming on and uploading our videos, you looking at the plays and you do it the way that you do it. Hey, it's good. It's good to go back and have your own formula. That makes sense. So you're going with Kyler against Jax and Tyson and Cordell as my running back. So he's talking. So guys, Pharaoh Kane only does showdowns. So he's a showdown monster. I don't know what you like to call yourself, man. Cup, Mike Williams, Lockett, KJ Osborne as my receivers. So you're looking at that one, huh? That showdown. One second. Hey, we can change anything up. We're going to talk classic, but hey, showdowns are good too. You want to know why showdowns? And I even like tiers. I'm not a big fan of like playing tiers a lot, but tiers aren't bad. It allows you to then see a player and see what could be as a unique play, especially in some of those deep tiers, like what is it, like tier 8? Yeah, you can find some guys that are usually 3K for classic or like 200 and showdown. I really like looking at it like that. Man, I hope I was winning 173,000. Now that's one day we'll hit that on the stream, man. No, this is my one classic. All right, let's see what the fuck your classic looks like. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying, and I forgot I don't have the sharing the video on the side. I don't know how many monitors you use, or you just use a laptop, Pharaoh, but it's, yeah, Ozzy. Hey, if you haven't checked out Pharaoh Kane's his channel before, he sets lineups. He does it like me, but he's got no filter. His filter is pretty much on zero. I have like a little filter, but I love it that he's being himself. I want to be myself too. I just want to chill with you guys. I want to make DFS fun. That's what we want to do. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make it fun. Look at it like it can't be serious. You can't take this shit serious. I don't know why people try and make businesses out of it, get sponsored. It's cool. I mean, fuck, I'll take money if that's what can make me do this full time. But man, I'm not gonna go out there and act like I'm an analyst and know what the fuck I'm talking about. None of these guys really know what the hell they're talking about. So I want to give a shout out to you real quick, Pharaoh. This is Pharaoh Kane here, man. Ozzy, if you want to laugh and watch some showdown making, this guy knows what he's doing. Or at least, hey, he split one. He split a 20K. So it was chopped like, what was it, 500K? It must have been like a 500K up top. So it was chopped like 20 ways or so. And that's nice, man. OBS and my anger. Okay, that's what you say, huh? Hey, we all got different things that we just live through with life, and we try and just take it easy. Ozzy says he sucks at showdown. Hey, man, it's hard. Showdown, you got to put a lot of lineups in. We all know that, because if you don't have that right guy at captain, you're more likely not going to cash. If that guy doesn't get you like at least top 5, score of that game, I would say. I don't know. What the fuck do I know? I know. It was split 70 ways. Damn, then fuck those guys. Yeah, that's how I saw that last one was what, split 280 ways or 230. It was like 231, the game before the one we just watched. I seen it one time where it was split so many times they only won like $4,000. Or yeah, real cheap, man. Had CMC and my captain in all my lineups last night. Story of all our lives. I put him in the optimizer at 60% max. And I did one lineup by hand where I didn't use CMC. See, Pharaoh, he does all his shit by hand. He's an old school DFS setter. And that's great because if you got the time, not even Pharaoh, anybody that's doing anybody that's doing lineups by hand, if you got the time, man, do them by hand. You can see so much more. The whole optimizer just for me to fucking, I don't know, see if I could just have 150 random lineups in the micro. It's kind of cool. The one thing I know about maxing it out is you're going to make some back. Kind of like buying lotteries. If you buy a whole roll of a lottery, $5, I don't know if you do scratchers or not, but I get a couple here and there, nothing crazy. But if you buy a whole fat roll, we all know that you're going to win some back. And that's what DFS can be if you play max amount. But it's a little different. You can find unique combinations, and that's what I love about it. And Pharaoh Ozzy is I don't think Ozzy. What would you say? Do you feel like you're good at setting lineups? You're kind of new into doing this, right? Yeah, that was the Super Bowl. Oh, dude, I had the second next best lineup in the Super Bowl. I did, I think, 50 in that Millie Maker. I remember it. It was like 134 points, and I had like 131. Man, I don't remember who the players were that I needed, but I had a different look. I had Gronk. I think Gronk went off in the Super Bowl. Last year, there was only $1 million winner in the showdown, and that was the Eagles and Packers game. Is that so? I remember the Eagles had a game. Oh, that was in wait. I remember Eagles. There was a guy that caught a Hail Mary, and I know that was in a showdown. It was Rodgers. He caught two because he caught one from Aaron Rodgers against the Lions like 5 years ago, and Richard Rodgers caught one for the Eagles. I don't know if that was last year, but I remember that there was it's like a double tight end. He caught like a Hail Mary. I want to say that was Eagles. You need to know everything that's going on. What, with setting your lineups with advice? Yeah. Oh, the way you do it by hand. Oh, of course. I agree, man. But what I think the optimizer is good for is you can tweak it. You could tweak it to a T. And I like that. I still like to see what I'm doing and, make sure I can set it right. But I like that you could tweak it and then just BS. But if I'm going to do like a single entries, I'm doing them by hand all day. And I don't do many in the millis, so I'll do all those by hand. It's just the micros. I know that I'll get some cash back. Maybe I'll get a lineup that goes over the top. At least cash is like maybe 100x on a 50 cent. I'll take $40 plus a bunch of quarters that are going to fall behind it. What about Derek Carr got injured and Mariota replaced him? Went off. Yeah, hey, me and Pharaoh were talking about that, Ozzy. Dude, Pharaoh, I think I can't say he's been hooked, but he says he's been into this ever since he hit that top one where he split 20K in that Chiefs game. He split it and he got 20K. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure he knows all of these fucking crazy ways these games end. How were we not on CMC? Like, if this guy goes down, why don't we just stack that other side? Or why weren't we on that? Like, I love to continue to talk about that because next week it's going to be something else. Why the fuck were we not on Justin Fields, who just gets his first start going and gets the Browns? Is he going to – hey, he got some playing time last week. Maybe he goes out and just balls and gets 30 fantasy points at 5,200. I don't think he's going to be that high on, but whatever. What do I know? Nobody knows anything, man. I don't know why I censor myself when I can curse sometimes. It's just – it's funny. Yeah, you guys are both in the chat, but I'm putting it up here just looking. Man, let's make a fucking lineup. What the hell are we waiting for? Why am I just taking up your guys' time? Actually, I want to see what the fuck Pharaoh. If Pharaoh's got a classic lineup that he just said, let's see what his ass is thinking that makes sense. You got Lions D. I was on Lions D week 1, just gaLaXy braining, thinking that head coach is going to just come out and make a statement against the 49ers. That didn't happen. I was trying to go there. I thought Jimmy Garoppolo was going to take a big poop, but no. Let's look at this sheet. So lobby, NFL. Hey, I'm slow as fuck when it comes to this. Hey, I just made some brownies. I'm about to slice them up, but I don't need any more. They just came out of the oven. We're making it for a special occasion for the weekend. But I had a little extra batter. So yeah, they taste good, and they're right about they're good. Yes, this last year one. Yeah, hey, why not, man? Hey, Pharaoh, you and I talked about this. This is like we're not harming anyone doing this DFS. I don't know why. I want to be on it now because it's eventually going to get bigger. This is like where we're going to. I remember when poker tournaments in Vegas would have the World Series would do that. I don't know what they called it. I can't remember what they called it, but it was like they had 20,000 entries in person, and that's just a massive field. Like $500, you could win $1 million. Hey, that's what this is like. This is, I mean, you don't even have to wager 500. You could max it out 200,000 entries. But I think they have poker tournaments online that are almost like this $20 buy-in. You can win. I remember Poker Stars was like that. But that's why I love DFS, just for the aspect that you control your lottery ticket a little bit. You have a little control on your lottery numbers. And, man, I love it for that aspect. If not Kyler, possibly Daniel Jones in the Classic against Atlanta and handcuffing him to Sterling. All right, let's look at a dang lineup. All right, I'm cheap, so I'm going to just do – I'm going to look at the fives. I'm going to look at some single entries. Some big old – I don't touch cash double-ups. I don't think Pharaoh touches those either. It's like – to me, the way I see it is why make a fucking lineup? And if it smashes, you're just splitting half. Like, what's the point of making a cash lineup? I don't understand it. I'll never understand it. Because to me, making cash lineups is I'm just half-assing all these chalk plays. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. So I only do GPP, man. All right, let's look at these single entry. Not a showdown. I want to look at a classic. I'll look at any showdown too, man. 25K. Which one? Let's do the 100K huddle, $5 single entry. Create new lineup. Yeah, got to play big or screw it, man. We're both on the same motto. Once I saw that I was in first place for 100K on a $3 entry, and I wasn't just in first place with 100K in the first quarter of the 1 o'clock game. It was in the 4 p.m. game in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes left in the 49ers game. I was watching. I was like, I'm in fucking first place. 100K. There's 6 minutes left in this game. Oh, holy shit. I got to win at least top 10. Like, worst place was 10K. I was like, hey, this is it, man. This is going to be the bankroll that's going to start it all up. But Fucking Kenyon Drake. I hate that dude. That guy scored 2 touchdowns and passed me. Like a whole wave of people passed me because he broke 40 fantasy points. He was at like 22. And yeah, he had 4 touchdowns that game. He was like debuting for the Cardinals. Oh, it sucked. But yeah, you remember those bad beats. I consider that a bad beat at this point, especially when you had the chip lead and you were cruising. Cash is only worth it if you're playing like the 5,300 double. Okay, I mean, hey, I agree, but I gotta hit the millie like twice for me to even talk about putting 5,300 in a lineup.
Hell no!
My wife said, "Hell no,
Hell no!
hell no to the no no, to the no no no." Nah, we ain't fucking putting 5,300 in a lineup, man. All right, so got into that baseball, but went on a cold streak. Hey, I had a couple of people talk about baseball. Baseball.
What's going on out here?
Oh no, we're
Check
just
these numbers.
nah, I ain't doing no $5,300 ticket. We're just talking. There's people that wager 5,300 in some lineups. It's madness. Those are like the guys that just got buku money. They must have invested in crypto. Titcoin. Is there a Titcoin out there? I don't touch crypto, man. I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it. And I don't want to be there when it crashes. If it does, I don't know. So let's look at here, man. I want to look at one of the lineups Pharaoh first mentioned, and then we'll peek through it. Got to scroll back up here. So you're buying in Cordell Patterson as the Falcons running back. I mean, I know what he is. I know what he's been for the past 5 or 6 seasons since the Patriots. Are you talking about showdown, Pharaoh? Because, I mean, he's obviously a great showdown play. He's going to be a chalky one now. I can't believe he went off last week. That was just nuts. What the fuck?
There is a Titcoin.
Well, my wife, Cassie, just said there is a Titcoin. Yeah, that's so let's see here. Mike Davis. I hate Mike Davis. I really hate Mike Davis. I want you guys to always know that. I hate Mike Davis. I never put Mike Davis in any lineups. Yeah, he caught 7 balls. I just think this dude does not look like a running back. I'm just not buying it. Never bought into him. I didn't think he was good last year when he took over the role for CMC. But, man, this is something not to shy away from. He could be fantasy relevant, but if there's a guy that you just got beef with in fantasy, I got beef with this dude. So sometimes you got to roll with what you don't like. It don't make sense, but it could. Kyler at QB and Tyson Williams and Cordell as the running backs. All right, you're feeling this Cordell. Well, what is Cordell? I'm going to guess and say he didn't even clear 5. He's got to be like 4,600 or something. I don't know what he is, but we'll figure it out. We'll find out here. Let's see what the fuck he is. Cordell Patterson. He's 46. Dang, I didn't know what he was. Just guessing. Kyler at QB. Hey, if you guys are joining this, EJ, breathing fantasy football, literally just chilling on the stream here, man. I'm a yoga instructor. I'm a DFS player. I just want to show you guys that you can just chill and set lineups. You ain't got to go to all these channels and look for advice. Just watching people talk. Hawk at tight end and Lions D. So you're rolling with that Lions D. Let's see what let's see what a Pharaoh lineup looks like. Tyson Williams. Kyler Murray. Are you running a naked Kyler? Hawk at tight end. Man, Hawk looked good against the Packers. He looked better than Tanyan. Man, I love Tanyan. Oh, Jake. Hey, what's up, Jake? Hey, I love your videos too, Pharaoh Kane. That's me. That's me talking. I do, man. I watch them a little bit here and there. You just started watching you after EJ told me about you. Yeah, man. Hey, that's my good buddy Jake Pharaoh. I mean, me and him, we talk DFS since last year. He was supportive, and I love meeting real people out there that you can make friends with down the road. Because I want to travel. I want to travel again. Me and my wife, we used to always travel. So once I hit that milli, I'm gonna get that bus, and we're gonna travel the whole nation. It's gonna be some fun. Just I hope so. So we'll see. Welcome to the world of obsession and recession. Yeah. Yeah, it is. But man, the more lineups you set in, you're going to get some to cash back. It's a slow loss until you hit a magic unicorn. And that's what we're looking for. So these receivers, did you say Cup? You got correlation with Cup? Oh yeah, I don't want to show her that lineup. A 10,000. Yeah, I think I saw that one before. I don't know who plays those. CSU Ram 88. You got Mike Williams, Lockett, and KJ Osborne. All right, let's throw those fuckers in a lineup. Oh, Jake, want me to check out your lineups you made on Fantasy Labs? Yeah. Hey, did you do what we said we were going to try and do where you saved it on yours? Because I love to see like some of the settings that you use, and I'll continue to tweak them on mine because I love it that we can have our own room. I see it as we got our own space in the house to set our own optimized lineups. Because watch out, Pharaoh, I'm going to smash an optimized lineup, and I'm just going to use that to help build my hand lineups and stuff like that. You see a 4-man contest with 26,000 entry fee. Jeez, man, I deal poker when I as my job, and I see these guys just donating. Well, they're not donating, but man, I'm watching them get buy-in after buy-in, and they're so tilted. See it every day. Saw a guy lose like 5K on war. Just whatever, man. You handmade them, no optimizer. Oh, that's cool. So you handmade them and you saved them on there. All right, I like that. I'll look at them. I'll look at them on the stream too. 25K per line. Imagine putting that on CMC. Yeah, I agree, man. All right, who the fuck else were we gonna put in here? Mike Williams, I think you said, and Tyson Williams. So you're going Tyson Williams with Lions D? Oh, that is contrarian for sure. Yeah. How did we not? We had all the warning signs based on the usage of how much they used in the first 2 weeks. How are we not like, dude, let's fade CMC and there's no other like I can't think of another matchup where you go so heavy on a player in all your showdown lineups almost. Who? Adams? Are we going to go heavy on that? I think a lot of people are going to. He's going to be the highest owned player, I think, in this showdown on Sunday night. He hasn't got a touchdown yet. He's fiending to get a touchdown. So Aaron's got to get him a touchdown against the 49ers. He should, but we've struggled and looked like shit against the 49ers over the years. Yeah, we won last year, but that was with everyone fucking hurt for the 49ers. So who was this last pick that you had? I just want to see what your lineup looked like. Lockett. Or you put Lockett in here. Oh, that makes sense. I guess that fits like a piece to the puzzle. All right, let's see this Pharaoh Kane lineup: Murray, Patterson, Williams. Murray has no deep threat. It's like, so Hopkins is like a game time decision. I saw. I don't know. I probably know like 5 or 10 news. I don't know. I don't read up on it throughout the week. I should to some degree, but man, I can't catch everything. The real pain in the ass on Sunday is San Francisco running back. Yeah, I don't think that fullback Kyle Juszczyk is gonna really. He's just there to catch some balls and block. I don't know. I don't know what running back is playing. Another guy from the practice squad get called up. You had a lot of cooks, so the only reason I won some of my cash, yeah, I agree. And the only reason I won is because I maxed I maxed CMC at 60%. That's the only reason I won, because I had a couple lineups get me like $5. I think I was like 10 points away from the top lineup of 121 or whatever it was. 123, I think, was the top lineup. We could look at that shit, but Eli is doubtful. No Hasty. Yeah, I'll have to pull that one up too in a minute. So let's look at your lineup here. You got Osborne, Mike Williams, Cup. You don't have a – I mean, it's the way I usually always do. I always do a correlated receiver, because if one goes off, there's usually always someone on the other side that goes off. I mean, you know that. We all know that. We have that correlation with the Osborne and Lockett. That makes sense. Mike Williams. So you got a piece from the Kansas City and the Chargers game. I like it. A lot of people, I think, are starting to buy into Mike Williams possibly outperforming Keenan Allen this year. That's my one fantasy advice thing. I think Mike Williams is going to outperform Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen, I mean, they both kind of been off and injured. I remember that last that last primetime game with the Chargers. Like, do you remember that one, Pharaoh, where like Mike Williams and Keenan Allen like were out, but they were still in? They were like game time decisions, and I roll with all the other dudes. I didn't roll with no Keenan Allen in the lineup, but I think he went out there for like 5 snaps and caught a ball. That was like towards the end of the season last year. I was like, what the fuck are these guys doing? But hey, they played and they didn't do shit. And I don't trust CMC probably for the rest of the year. I don't think anybody is. Mike Williams is a new alpha contract here. Oh, you remember that? I got killed. It was the same. So you probably rolled with that Keenan Allen. And I mean, why not? If I knew you then, I would have been like, whoa, hit the brakes a little bit. Oh, so Mike Williams had a good game in that one? Yeah, okay. I remember one of those dudes were fucking hurt. Hey, not a bad lineup. I think I'll steal it. No, I mean, I don't think you care. I could enter it in just for shits and giggles. But it's not bad. The Tyson Williams, the Lions, D. I mean, 200. So if you get like 8 points from Lions D, like a sack and a fumble, because Lamar Jackson, he fumbles every now and then, right? Yeah, he fumbled a couple times last week. Are these guys? Can they give us any points? I mean, that's what we're looking at. We don't want -4. 1 point and -1. We can't get another. We can't keep on the binary code system and get a 1 point here. We can't do that. That's when I learned never to ignore the questional tag. Yeah, and here's where a little research comes into play. You got to know the players just a tiny bit. Like Carson Wentz, he's practicing. That motherfucker's playing. We all know Carson Wentz is playing on Sunday. My buddy that's a diehard Eagles fan, he told me, hey, Carson Wentz, he's not a great player, but he heals faster than any professional quarterback that I've seen. He like had those injuries and bounced right back the next year. He didn't play as well, but Yeah, he's going to play Sunday, I think. Yeah, Lamar, I don't know what to make of this. I like the 200. Lions D, and back in the day, like 2-3 years ago, I remember in some prime time, these guys got like 19 points before. They could be a sneak. Any D can be a sneaky D. They're getting their second home game. They didn't score no points in the second half against the Packers. I don't know if that's like the Packers stepped it up or there's something wrong with the Lions again. But they held the rushing of the Packers to 96 yards. I mean, they haven't seen a mobile quarterback yet. Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't run. Aaron, he's a hippie. He don't run anymore now. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's my only questionable play, Lions D. Of course, I love the price, 2K. You can't beat the fucking price. Osborne, how is this guy like shining now? Where the hell did he come from? Is he the new Jefferson? I mean, I think Jefferson had a good game last week too, but why does everyone hate Kirk Cousins? Like, from a fantasy and a real life perspective, people hate Kirk Cousins. He's like, takes too long. He holds on the ball. He like freezes. I think I had a friend of mine say, I'd rather punt the Bengals against old ass Big Ben. I'm on the Bengals D too. Hey, you know what, Farrell? I'm gonna use everything, and I'm gonna punt the Bengals D. I'm gonna switch one out. We're gonna switch one more play out. I'm gonna punt the Bengals D. Bengals D. I'm not trusting Big Ben. Who else can we switch out? Can we get away from the Rams? I want to get away from Cup. Cup blew it up the past 2 weeks. Maybe Tampa will make a statement. Tampa's got good pass defenders, man. Ramsey, he's got a mouth on him. I don't know. I faded the Rams all last week. I don't mind fading them again, even though they went off. Whatever. Can't hate me for it. If I would have said to fade CMC, I would have looked like a genius, wouldn't I? So maybe I could look like a genius this week where Cooper Kupp is not the play. Oh, look, I can go Adam Thielen for a double, but without Kirk Cousins? Nah, that don't make sense. Could go a little bit cheaper, find A.J. Brown. It's not a bad play. Yeah, hey, look, you're already saying it before I saw what you wrote, Ozzy. Yeah, they're the pair, but, man, they're the chalk pair, and I'll have him in a different lineup. So hasn't opened up yet. Colts are suspect on offense, so Titans could have the ball more time of possession. Dang, these guys are both priced the same. You can make so many combos with A.J. Brown and Julio just with that same price tag. It's almost scary because you could have like the nut combination, but if you went with A.J. Brown instead of Julio, one of those dudes went off, it could be a matter of A.J. Brown only scores 7 points, but Julio gets 29. And it's a difference of, oh, my God, it could backfire. I don't know. I don't know what to do there. I kind of want to play them both if I'm ever going to touch A.J. Brown. Because one of these games, there's got to be a couple games this year where they both just go bananas. I would take Thielen, but if I'm putting Thielen and Osborne, maybe I'll swap Osborne out. You know what? I'll swap Osborne out. I like Thielen. I don't want two. It almost makes no sense to have two receivers from the Vikings without Cousins. Or I could just take your whole lineup and just unfuck it and call it the gaLaXy bRAiNinG of unfucking Pharaoh's lineup. I don't know, man. Hey, thank you for hanging out so far. Whenever you go. I don't care, man. This is how all of us have been chilling with Ozzy and Jake and my other buddy Pete when he comes on. You guys come and go whenever you want. I don't care. I'm just having fun, man. And you know, Farrell, if you want to jump on, you're more welcome to. I'll drop you a link. We talked about it. Man, I feel like rushing to go back to Cordell Patterson in Classic is not a good move. Yeah, he blew up, but oh yeah, I guess I should have put those two together. You're home on a Friday night. I get it. You know, Phil. Well, or you be how far are you from like walking? Can you walk like downtown where you're at, or you take Ubers? I don't know. Still waiting to hear on Antonio Brown. You think Davis is a bust? I don't know. I mean, he was still heavily involved in the team. I think. You think he's going to be the third? I mean, Patterson's never had a large role in any team. It's never been his team. Oh, you're in downtown Lauderdale? Oh, cool, man. I know I have family in West Palm. I know West Palm. I know Palm Beach Gardens. I know the whole PGA Bowl. I know that area a little bit. I don't know Lauderdale. I think I went there one time, passing through when we went to Hollywood. I used to play in a bunch of poker tournaments down there, Coconut Creek. Man, that was back in the day a little bit. This is the Giants. Yeah, Giants have been suspect. You think Cordell Patterson's got to get a bigger workload? I want to look at something real quick. I could pull up the snap count. That's what this is good for. You can look at snap count. Wrong game. I clicked the Bears thinking Patterson was still on the Bears. All right, let's look at this. Mike Davis. Mike Davis had 46 snaps out of 66. I just want to look at he was 9.9% owned. This is Mike Davis. So he wasn't really owned that much. A lot of people are fading him too, I see. Why are my projections? Oh, they had him. Why is Cordell? Oh, they don't even have Cordell as someone they want to show you. You got to go to the filtered players and not you got to include only players with above minimum projections. So this fantasy labs don't even have Cordell Patterson doing anything. They have like no projection. So this is where the optimizer could fail, like big time. They're not gonna put Patterson in any of your optimized lineups. That's where Farrow has like a big point. They're not gonna fucking touch this dude in any lineups. So Cordell only had 24 snaps out of 66. So Mike Davis had the majority of the snaps at like 40 something. I think it's risky going back to Cordell. Great place to be if you want to bang a season. Hey, I love it, man. Hey, Ozzy, I'm trying to get Farrow to do his own. Well, as a suggestion, he should try it one time. It's a hoot. I know he'll like it to do a live stream. But he does his own thing, and that's what works too. Let's see here. Once again, here's Farrow's page. I won't put him on blast showing one of his videos, but only if he wanted to. All right, let's see here. Let's unfuck this lineup a little bit more. I'm gonna step away from Cordell. I'm gonna put Kirk Cousins. We put Thielen and Osborne. Let's put Cousins in here. Why not? All right. So is this game a 1 o'clock game? because I want to put my flex as a 4 p.m. play, and that's important. I don't know. You can't avoid. You can't not be mindful of your flex play because you could have a total smash lineup, and you maybe want to toggle your flex out a little bit. If that's the last spot you got going, you have one guy going in the 4 o'clock games. You just never know, man. So let's see here. It's Kansas City's 1 o'clock. So they are the 4 o'clock games. So that works out perfect, man. I like these 4 o'clock games because when they smash, they start to creep up there sometimes, and you don't even realize it. You bump right up there, and you didn't think you were going to do it. Yeah. So let's see here. Who else can we put? Let's start our first update here. So 6,600 taking out Cordell. So downgrading from – that is a downgrade from Kyler Murray to Kirk Cousins. We went with taking Cordell out. I can get Najee Harris. This is like basically what Farrow did. He put a running back that went opposite the defense with the Lions D, with Tyson Williams. Man, he has not really looked that good. That is not good numbers. He's getting like all the snaps, and he hasn't really looked good. What about Kenyon Drake? I'm feeling my buddy Matty O reminded me about Drake. I need a lot of reminders sometimes. Going against his old team, Miami. This could be a game where Miami struggles to do anything, and they're always punting from their 10, 20-yard line. And they're going to get a bunch of – Raiders have looked good. They really have. And that's surprising to say. They went down there and beat Baltimore at home, and then they went to Pittsburgh. They did their thing in the second half. I'm feeling me some Raiders, some Drake. He totally screwed me 2 years ago. But you know what? Let's roll with him. You know who I like? You know who I think is going to be a low-owned play that's going to – I'm sure people are talking about this guy, but you can't beat this price. Like Cordell Patterson's 4,600. This guy, he's just in that offense that could smash, man. He could. And he hasn't yet, but you never know, man. Let's take Tyson Williams out. Let's put in Clyde Edwards-Helaire. We've got the combo there. I love all these fucking combos. That's what works, man. Combos work. I've seen them in so many of the top lineups over the years. It's shit like this that works. Cousins, he's been in a bunch of winning it all. So I got 2,100 left over. I can upgrade somewhere. Man, I don't want to change the Osborne. Maybe I can upgrade Mike Williams. To what? I do like Mike Williams. Maybe upgrade Hawkinson. What if I upgraded Hawkinson here? I just get away from that game. I can almost get Kelsey. I can't get Waller. Dang, I can't believe Gronk is now the third best tight end. Come on, man. This guy's having a good year, and it's pretty surprising. I want to keep Hawk in there. Maybe upgrade our defense. Kind of want to keep it where it's at, but I want to upgrade the defense a little bit. Patriots D against Winston. I mean, Is this a guaranteed pick six? At least Jameis hasn't thrown a pick six yet this year. This is the game where he does it. They've held the past two teams to under 200 yards passing, and Winston threw 5 touchdowns against the Packers and only had like 150 yards. Okay, I'm rolling with the Patriots D. I'm gonna roll with them in like almost 40% of my lineups. I just feel like this is a 15 points you don't want to miss out on. The Steelers winning that game against the Packers, it was kind of a fluke, I think, in a little bit with the practice that the Packers didn't get in the preseason with the starters. They look horrible. And the Saints, they don't look the same with Kamara without his Drew Brees. Those receivers, there's no receivers on that team. They don't have a tight end. They don't have any star talent besides Kamara. And it doesn't look – we haven't seen him yet. He's been MIA. I'm rolling with Patriots D, man. I'm going to lock this one in here. There's my first gaLaXy main lineup with a little help from Pharaoh, Ozzy. Nice work, guys. Hey, what's up, man? It's Dylan, right? I think I remember. Hey, welcome back. Appreciate it for jumping in. I'm just chilling here, man, just setting lineups, doing a little gaLaXy bRAiNinG. I had a little help from some of my friends I've made on here. So we're just looking at some lineups. Hey, yes, sir, man. Have you posted any new content? I haven't seen if you've done anything. I haven't been checking some of my other friendly channels over the past week. Once the season gets started, we kind of stick to our own little group of what we do. I can't do too much on DFS. I don't want to give you guys all the semantics about life and stuff. I mean, I do like to do that. I do like to talk mindfulness. That's what I want the channel to be, kind of to have the rhythm of knowing that we're just chilling out here, man. This stuff is not serious. This fantasy football is not serious. It's not meant to be serious. People take this so serious. And yes, it's cool to crunch the numbers, but man, just have some fun. If you're going to put money on these pages, on DraftKings or Underdog or whatever you do, expect to don't have expectations. Yeah. Now I got some stuff planned for week 4, kind of busy this week. Hey, that's cool, man. Well, we're just setting BS lineups. If you got any plays you like, let me know. I'll throw them in a lineup just to look at them. And I'm a gaLaXy brain, look at some plays. So let's look at a couple more. I'm going to be on the stream another 20, 30 minutes. So I like this Cousins with Osborne and Adam Thielen. I mean, it's not bad. Let's look at another fucking lineup. Let's look at a couple that Jake did. That'll help gear us. I want to see what he did. 11 unassigned lineups. All right, we're going to quickly browse through some Jake lineups. All right, so Jake, this is in week 3 classic. He put Jones in as a quarterback with a naked Jones. Oh, okay, I guess it works. All right, so we're going back to Hines. He's got Hines in a few. Wow. So Jake is filling this Hines. He's got Henry. Oh, he's got a Kirk Cousins lineup too. He's got a bunch of Bengals D. So is Will Fuller back? Yo, Jake, you did these by hand, or are these optimized? They might. I think they're by hand. Nope. Oh, he's got one. He's got Adam Thielen with Kirk Cousins. So we got Derrick Henry and Hines from the same game. So you're pretty much saying if Henry just smashes 200 yards on the ground, they're going to be putting Hines in more over Jonathan Taylor. Okay, yeah, I see it. Where's your double tight end? I haven't seen no double tight ends yet. I see Kelsey, Fuller, Usamo, Peyton Barber. That's Peyton Barber. What's he gonna do out there? Usama and Henry. So you got Henry down in the flat. You got Henry in every lineup so far. Okay. I'm liking it. I'm digging it. You took the time and effort. You made them. I appreciate them. We all do. All right. I'm finally seeing a couple I like here. I don't know how much I like Brissett. He can be fantasy relevant. He has in previous years, but he looked horrible against the Bills. I watched that game. So there's two games I watch. I'll watch the Packers game 100% of the time, and I'll watch the Bills game maybe 80% of the time. Because my wife's family, they're diehard Bills fans. Scotty Miller playing AB role while Ramsey focuses on Evans and Godwin. So I heard that. Is AB like questionable? Is there a chance he may not play? Scotty Miller, how good is Scotty Miller? He's not a Julian Edelman. Like, I don't think he's that player. I think it was Antonio Brown. I know he had a big play against the Packers. He caught that touchdown at halftime. Yeah, he had a couple other deep passes. But what is Scotty Miller, like 3K? What, Bridgewater against the Jets? Which one are you talking about? Sometimes I go back up. I forgot when you jump back in, man. AB's still not ruled out officially. Hey, Farrell, this is Dylan, Roto Season Daily Fantasy Sports Advice. Hey, thank you for coming on, guys. Yeah, I agree with Farrell here. I think Gronk is like, is he a new man? What happened? Like, he caught 2 touchdowns. Man. Last week, I think me and Jake made a lineup, right? We put a lineup in the Millie Maker. I'll do one lineup in the Millie Maker on every slate that I talk about. Because you never know, man. And I hope it happens to Pharaoh too. I hope he smashes one that he gaLaXy brains and gets pissed off at and gets happy and it all makes sense. And he puts it in and he's the only one that smashes for $1 million. Hell yeah, I'd love to see it. You like Danny Dimes a lot. Yeah, do you think his job's like on the line next year, man? He's like that Blake Bortles fantasy quarterback. I know you guys know Blake Bortles fantasy, man. He crushed it in fantasy on a lot of slates over like 3-4 years ago. You're making a Millie Maker in the Classic right now? Yeah, do it. I'm telling you, you still have like doing all the showdowns. You've been looking and you've been gaLaXy braining all these plays that you put in showdown. So you just got to tweak a little bit and you'll find your Classic. Danny Dimes. Is that a nickname we gave him, or is that what he goes by? So let's look at this Brissett. So he's got Brissett. Jake likes Brissett with Will Fuller and Darren Waller. Here's our first tight end. Dang. Jake's coming out with Blake Bell. Blake Bell freaking caught a couple balls last week, right? $2,500 tight end. Yo, Farrell, if I'm sure you're aware that the $2,500 tight ends, if you could find them, they're a fucking steal, man. You can get a guy that goes off for 20 points at 2,500. You're guaranteed to cash. Like you don't cash. There's no way you don't cash if you get a $2,500 tight end and you get 20 points. You'd have to totally bomb snowflakes on all your other spots. Yeah, that $2,500 tight end's like a $200 play in showdown. I love it. It's an amazing play. Only those. There's a few. I remember Ferkshire last year. Anthony Ferkshire for the Titans. He like made a start when Jonnu Smith went down, and he didn't do shit. He was 2,500, and he got like 2 catches for 4 points. He was like 25% owned. It was nuts. And, 25% in a classic, that's pretty big. Yeah, I'm totally agreed too. I've seen a few over the year. There's always one in the millie at least every 4 or 5 weeks. There's always one. Hell yeah, those fucking goal line vultures. So let's see here. What else do we like? I like this. I'm on Justin Fields because of the price is so damn good to get a guy that's mobile. He's going to be I would think he'd be highly owned. But man, you got to roll with Fields. You got to throw some Moonies, throw some Allen Robinson, even Kmet as a tight end. We all know rookie quarterbacks, they love their tight end. It's just a good rule of thumb. I'm rolling with some Kmet. I think he's like 3,200 or 3,400. I'm putting Kmet in like with the optimizer when I tweak it, at least like 20 lineups with Fields and the 3 of those guys mixed matched. So let's look at his other one, Justin Herbert. He's got the combo with Allen and Jared Cook. How has Jared Cook been? So I can click on him and look at him. Good. He was 16% owned last week because he had 8 targets and 5 receptions week 1. His snap count was only 42 out of 71 snaps, and he was 16% owned. That's pretty high, 16%, because he's only 3,900. And now Cook is still 3,900. I want to look at Blake Bell. Let's look at this fucker. How many? They don't have his snaps up. Wow, Fantasy Labs, you're like slacking, man. Yeah, he's like, he's not. Blake Bell's Farrell. Blake Bell is a good showdown play for show. So let's look at this last one. So this last one, he faded Hines and went with Taylor. Okay. You're feeling this Peyton Barber? I feel like this could be the Kenyon Drake show. But what is Barber's snap count? That's always like a curious thing to look at. 19 out of 66, so it wasn't shit. But he was on the field. That was like Cordell Patterson snaps. And he made the most out of his. All right, we got one more row to look at from. So he's got another Justin Fields. Let's see here. He's got Fields with Mooney. Just looking at so he's got another double tight end with Kelsey and Font. All right, now he's on the Patriots D. I'm liking it, Jake. You're on the Patriots D. Hey, we got to roll with it. We're putting these lineups in. Please play them, Jake, because we're looking at them, and they're recorded. They're for everyone to see, so that if you smash a lineup, we're gonna look at it. We're gonna promote it, man, because we want to build the underground network here. This is just fun to do, man. So you got Julio as a correlation. You're putting Pringle in here. Man, Pringle came out a little bit towards the end. He did catch that one deep touchdown pass. Where's his snaps? Someone's got to update it. I'm not doing that. Man, but he only had 2 targets, so he caught when. I can't wait for when Pringle becomes like the true number 2 receiver on that team. Like, when are they going to give up on Robinson? So you went with Lamar Jackson. It's hard to roll with Jackson with 2 receiving. He never passes that much. He never has a reason to. I have seen him get 5 touchdowns in a game. I think he did last year. That's possible. What's this projected ownership? So they're projecting Justin Fields to be 10% owned. It's all projections. Projecting Lamar to be 13%. Hawkinson's projected to be 20% owned. Kelsey 13. All right, let's look at these last two of Jake's. It looks like it's just going heavy Lamar Jackson. He's liked Eckler and finishing out with Hines. All right, that's cool, man. I want to set a lineup straight from the heart, from me, from what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling. Well, Farrell, I'll look at your lineup here. Hey, this is what I like doing. I like to look at it because I'll go back and review and see what makes sense too. Hey, some of these are pretty good, Farrell, to do these. I was doing a few of them last year, the single entry, the 50. I even did a few hundred, and I cashed in almost every one of the hundreds I did, but it's still dangerous. This is my buddy's channel. If you hear the music in the background, a good friend of mine that I work with. I mean, he's a close friend as well. I love my great guy. Makes this relaxing hammock music. Amazing, amazing music. We both deal poker. He's an older gentleman, just had his first grandchild, so congratulations to you, Mike. All right, let's see here, man. Where the fuck was I? All right, I want to look back at what Pharaohs did. Danny Dimes, Henry, Kenyon Drake, Cup, Sterling Shepard, Mike Williams, Gronk, Blake Bell, and Cardinals D. Against Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. Hey, that's not a bad. Is that zeroed out completely? I like it. All right, I'm going to set mine by my own grace and glory. And I'm going Justin Fields. I love a cheap quarterback. If I ever hit the top, it's going to be with a cheap quarterback. Because it's just, man, these cheaper quarterbacks, they touch the 30-point mark all the time. Derek Carr, what was he last week? Like 5,800. His ass got 27 points. I was all over Derek Carr last week. Damn, it's 5,900. It was 5,300 last week. All right. Yeah, that was a great fucking play. Hey, you know who I also like? I like Heineke. I feel like I feel like he could be the real deal, man. This dude looks so confident. It's like the next Brett Favre. Like the way he runs and he makes plays out of nothing. I was hoping he would have beat the Buccaneers in the playoffs last year. All right, let's see here. We got Fields. Where else are we going to go? I want to get my one combo. I think I'm going to go Komet or gaLaXy bRAiNinG. We're going to go Fields and Komet. So we got a receiver. I don't think I'm going to touch any other Bears receivers. I could see Fields like I could see like those guys catching and Allen Robinson and Mooney doing work, but if they don't get in the end zone, they get down to the 10-yard line. I see Fields just running it in. They're going to do a play where he runs, and Fields is going to run it in. That's just it's what I think, man. Who the fuck knows? None of us know this shit. And none of those big dudes, those big streamers, Osimo, I'll continue to give them shout outs because until the day they start putting lineups on that they're putting in is a day that I'm not needed anymore. Because everyone watches those guys' channels and they never set lineups. So what's up with Shepard? Why is he like he's all of a sudden relevant? Man, that's a lot of looks. 19 targets. Oh, man. It's hard to pick a quarterback and not immediately plug in a stack for him. This is the second time I've looked at this week on the stream. I heard Deontay Johnson is out. So Claypool, I've been on him. He hasn't like smashed yet. Even though I like the Bengals D and Big Ben looks washed, but hey, when they're saying someone looks washed and they show pictures of them, because I watch Sports Center, ESPN, all that shit at work when I'm standing at a poker table on a dead spread where I'm not doing any work and there's like 100 TVs in front of me. I can read all the captions. I can't hear it, but I see what they're talking about all week long for regular football. You know, those talk shows. I see them all at work. And I saw that they're talking about Big Ben is washed. He sucks. So he's probably going to come out. He could have a good game. I do like some Bengals D in case you don't. But this guy could wake up. I wonder how he did last year. What game was it that he totally smashed? Because I know he played the Bengals twice this season. What the fuck is his name again? Claypool. All right, I got to go here to filter team. Select none, then select all. Receiver. There he is. Let's look at this guy. What game was it that he just smashed? The Eagles. The Eagles game, he totally smashed. How'd he do against the Bengals? He had a good game last year. 2 touchdowns against the Bengals. And then the last time they played him, he didn't have a good game. 8 targets, though. I'm loving me some Claypool. For 5,800, this guy could totally get you 25 points. And I don't know what people are talking about him. I'm playing Claypool for show. For sure, for whatever. Who cares? So let's look at a correlation run back. Chase. Are we feeling Chase? I feel like this is where the optimizer comes in. You just do this fucking stack and you just plug in an optimizer and say, I want 10 lineups of Fields, Claypool, and Kmet, and just plug in the other combinations you want and just run the stack. That's why I like the optimizer when you do it like this. I'm going to try it like this week. I'm going to plug in some and just go, boom, optimize 10 lineups. Because you never know, man. We could smash it that way too. All right, so how cheap do we want to go? Do I want to go back to another cheap running back? I want to go back. You know, I like Clyde Edwards-Helaire this week. Let's see all our cheap options. I don't want to look at the 4Ks. Duke Johnson. Oh, he's not signed by anyone. Oh, he has a workout with the Panthers? That was today. Oh, well, this is like, hey, Pharaoh, here's some fucking news to just keep tabs on for the next Panthers game. Yeah, they signed this guy. We know what he is. He catches balls out of the backfield. He'll be that guy that gets like 8 targets, 6 or 7. Yeah, he'll get some McCaffrey numbers, at least in the passing game. If they sign him, if McCaffrey's out, who knows? So I know you're saying Teddy B against the Jets. That's probably a good play. I think it's a chalky play that everyone else is going to as well. Yeah, you can't fade this. Not in optimizers, at least. Yeah, for 5,800, we got to roll them in like 20, 30 lineups. So Bridgewater's definitely a good play. He's just going to be highly owned, even with. Let's look at that. Let's get a piece from that game. Let's say Teddy Bridgewater has a good game, but he just throws to one guy and he catches like 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. Who is that dude? This guy had a pretty good game. He could be due, man. Let's put him in this lineup. Claypool, Sutton. All right, let's get away from this game. Let's find a running back. I haven't put a running back in a lineup yet. All right, I'm not touching Kamara. I'm not on that at all. Henry. Fucking Henry, man. This guy he seriously is a dud or a stud. Like, how can we not ignore that? Henry is a dud or a stud. He is. This guy has let you down a few times last year. Definitely has. Especially against the Packers. Yo, Pharaoh, I was like, do not play Henry last year when he played Green Bay. I wish I'd known you then. I was saying on my stream, I was like, do not play Henry. It's in the snow. Don't touch him at all. Don't even put it. And he didn't do anything. He got like 10 points. So I was happy to know that one went through good. But is he good play here? I think he is. Yeah. Do we want to pay that high for him? Maybe. Turd mode. Me and my wife, we call him turd mode. Derrick Henry is turd mode. Because that big thing that hangs on the back of his head. Kind of like mine. But his is a lot fatter. Man, is it crazy to play this guy this week? James Robinson. They got to roll with him a little bit more. He is a pass catching back. At least he was last year. What the hell happened? No touchdowns? Yeah, he's got to be due. Let's throw him in this lineup. Now let's get a really strong running back. May go Henry here. Because if Robinson was off to a good start, his price would be about 6,800 this week, 72, maybe max. But yeah, he would be a lot better. So if Robinson is having a good game, that must mean that Arizona has to have some balling out receivers. Like Murray has found a deep dude. Let's find our deep guy. Is it Hopkins? Is he gonna he's gonna play? He didn't practice at all this week, but it might not mean much for Hopkins. Long history of him. Yeah, I remember this a lot last year. He misses practice and then he ends up playing. AJ Green, fuck AJ Green. That dude's washed. Rondell Moore, he caught that deep pass. I saw that. He could be due for another big game for that price. It's a good price. Get a lot of rookies in here. Well, two. All right, let's throw our defense. You know what defense I'm rolling with? The Patriots D. Come on, baby. Put our flex in here. We got 6,400 to smash around. I get a piece for that Kansas City and LA Chargers game. Mike Williams. Let's do it. Let's zero it out right there. Hey, not a bad lineup. Really, it's not. There's no like super gaLaXy brain plays. I mean, if we're thinking going back to James Robinson as a gaLaXy brain that he may break out from what we thought he would be when Etney went down, I think it's good. Yeah, rolling with Fields takes a little confidence knowing that he didn't look good when he went out there in relief of Dalton. But fuck it, let's throw him in. I want to do one more, and I want to look at a super deep play, man. Hey, guys, let me know what you guys think of the stream so far. Just having a lot of fun here, man. We're just hanging out. We're laughing our butts off. Yeah, don't you think so? It's kind of funny, right, man? Hey, are you guys not having fun? Man, don't bring out the booze. Come on. I want to figure out how to use this soundboard and have some fun. So let's give me a round of applause. It's been a lot of fun, guys. I finally made a lineup. You guys saw it. It took me a while, but we did it. All right. I'm done with the corniness. Hey, roll that lineup, man. You know, you have no filter, Pharaoh, and you have no balls. Like, it's fucking awesome, man. All right, good night. All right, I'm gonna set one more fucking lineup here. Get the shit going. Look at my best balls. I'm not having a good best ball. I did 27 best balls. I got 2 in first. Hey. But that's about it. I got a couple in second, 2 in second. I'm cashing in. It doesn't show me. Whatever. So let's set one more lineup. One more lineup on the stream. Yeah, I'm not knowing what I think about some of these chalky plays. I was looking at some of those games. It's like, do you touch the Rams Bucks game? Could that be like a defensive low scoring game, like 3-3 halftime? And then they both come out and it's like 17-17 and the Bucks go on. Brady marches them down and they kick a game-winning field goal. 20-17, the Bucks win. If that's the case, you better hope you faded the fuck out of that game because that ain't nothing. That is not – there's not going to be much there if that's the case. That's what I think is going to be the likelihood of that game. Both defenses are going to step up because one of them that's going to be a big tiebreaker possibly towards the end of the season to look back at that game with playoff seeding. I see a low-scoring game in the Bucks. I don't even know what can we look at the I don't know if Jake's in here. Vegas. What the fuck does this mean? All right, I see it here. I see it. This game, the Bears and the Browns, 45 over under. So 51. So the Chiefs and Chargers are 54. That's high. Bills, Washington, 45. Titans, Colts, 48. I need to keep drinking some more water. I'm doing a 5K in the morning. All right, fuck it. Let's look. Man, that Saints Patriots 42. Yeah, I'm staying away from that. Defense City. Giants Falcons 47. Ravens Lions 50 points. Okay, going back down. Dolphins Raiders 44. Starting to get sad again. 40. Man, they think the Bucks ran. That's my unicorn right there. That game just blows, and it's not 55. It's 20-17. That's 37 points. That's a game. This one's probably going to get that 55 points. They don't have strong. I don't know why. I guess we have seen some times where these strong defenses just are overpowered by the offense. You just can't stop Tom Brady when he's going, and he's still on a freaking high. It's like Tom Brady's at the craps table just rolling the dice. He's still rolling from last year. He picked him up, and he's been rolling the dice for what's the winning streak these guys are on? They're just smashing, man. Packers. So that we've seen all those games. So 50.5 for the Packers, 49ers, 51. All right. All right, enough of that. Let's see. Let's look at another lineup. I want to do one more. I always do a $12 fair catch single entry. I want to save that for the next stream. This is going to be part one. I'm going to do part two tomorrow if I'm up to it, I think. Let me look at a 3 max. I suggest doing these single entries and these 3 maxes. Three max, yeah. These are good ones to roll in. I got to change that Easton lineup. It's going to be shit. All right, let's look at this. I'm going to go different a little bit. I'm not going to put Fields in this one. Should I go cheap? Should I go like more expensive? What's another look we like? So Russell Wilson, that's pretty. Oh, we can do the Teddy B look for 5,800. Let's roll with that. Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah, why not? Excuse me. And let's just go back and just do Teddy B. That Jets defense at tight end. I remember Waller had like 200 yards and like 15 catches. What if this is a game where Noah Fant catches like 10 balls and like 100 yards and a touchdown? That's huge. Where is Fant on here? He's still like 7th. That's a good play. Roll with him and Sutton. Go with the double stack. Let's roll with the double stack. Can we do a piece from the Jets? Are the Jets going to do anything? What the hell is wrong with the Jets? The same old Jets. Where the hell is Zach Wilson? Man, he looked like doo-doo. No, 4 interceptions. Ooh, he's had a bad start. Oh, he could be bad. That could be bad news. Let's look at this game. Can we find any piece? Is there any running back that we can? Where the fuck are the Jets? Here they are. Michael Carter, where the hell have you been? So no Tevin Coleman. Hey, I think we found our unicorn play of the week, maybe. What if this guy gets in the end zone and catches like 4 balls, 4 or 5 for like 50 yards and gets a rushing yard? If he gets 60 yards, let's say he does the same rushing, 60 yards, a touchdown, that's 12 points. He catches 5 balls, that's 17, and he gets 50 yards. That's 22. We had 22 points. That's a Cordell Patterson play. Let's roll with Carter here. Why not? Yeah, the rookies have sucked, and it is Denver. They have been good. Looks like Denver may be back, but hey, people are going to be going Cordell Patterson. I'll try Michael Carter. The ownership's going to be so much lower. Why not? Let's gaLaXy brain it and have it make sense, and we just did. I still got a viewer in. Hey, welcome. DJ, Breathing Fantasy Football. Literally, we're breathing in the plays we like, and we're breathing out the ones we fade. Fucking A, man. This is the most cursing I've done on any stream. I've been watching too many of Pharaoh's videos, and it's got me in the mood. Drake. Man, we got a lot of cheap plays here. Can we roll with Drake? Another cheap play. Eckler. I can see Eckler struggling, even though he could get. But man, Kansas City run defense is not that good. I think Joe Hoka said that Eckler is a lock. I didn't watch his video. I just saw the thumbnail that he made. I don't think I'm going to watch any more of their videos. Whatever, man. Kind of want to do my own thing here. Find my own gaLaXy brained options, players that make sense to me, not because someone else sees it in particular. They could say all the stats and the reasoning. I do a little bit, but at least I know I'm doing it from the heart. I don't know what the hell they're doing if they're reading a damn script or something. Gaskin, man. I'm waiting for this guy to wake up. The numbers say that he's right along there. Same with Chase Edmonds. Let's get Chase Edmonds in this lineup. Why are we not have Chase? We haven't talked about him yet. For 5,700, this guy is like, he's like peaking. Like, get ready to take a shit, and it's like peaking. It's like it's ready to drop. He's like ready to drop. but maybe shit's not a great word because when you it means you didn't do good, but he's ready to let it out, and he's just gonna fucking crush. He's gonna have a week where he gets like 30 points. Could this be the week? Let's roll him, man. Let's get some nasty receivers in here, like a Tyreek Hill who didn't do shit last week. If he bounces back with like 32 points, could be a good play. I think it'd be lower owned than usual. A lot of people are scared of the Chargers defense. Oh, I can get the Cooper Kupp play in here. Definitely. Diggs is due for a big game. He hasn't had one yet. Let's roll with Diggs in this lineup. I may do some one-offs here. Roll with Kupp. Man, I want to fade this guy when they go bananas. I always want to fade him so much. Could go Hill. Oh, maybe I go back to Claypool. Let's go back to Claypool. Now we can get – I'm going to keep the defense where it's at. I'm on the Patriots team. I'm buying up on them. 5,600. Could go Drake here for 3 running backs. Could go Gronk here for double tight end. I think we're going to go Gronk. We're going to do the double tight end to get that combination. Oh, wait, I didn't put Kupp in here. All right, let me get him out. Fuck it. I thought I put Kupp in there for a second. I do like Claypool. I don't want to miss out on Claypool this week if he goes off. Because I think if Najee Harris has a better game, it's going to open it up for that Steelers receivers. Wouldn't you think so? Could get Hawkinson in here. But Hawkinson and no Raven players? That doesn't make sense. Could go McKissick. Why did this guy get that goal line touchdown last week? Made no sense. Like, where was Antonio Gibson? Could go DJ Shark here. That's actually not a bad play. He didn't do anything, but I'm rolling with Shark. Let's see. I got 300 left over. Amazing. Yeah. Got Bridgewater, Carter, Edmonds, Sutton, Diggs, Claypool, Font, Shark, and Patriots D. Hey, if you guys think it's ugly, I love it then. That's when I love it so much more. All right, man. We're going to end the stream with a yoga mindful breath. So wherever you're at, come to a nice, comfortable place and softly close your eyes. Find stillness. This is the end of the stream of setting lineups. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get all this shit out of our mind. All this DFS, just let it go. It's done with once the stream's over. So let's just clear our mind. Enjoy the rest of the night that we have. So take a full deep exhale out. Deep inhale in through the nose. And breathe out. Another deep breath in. And out. All right, last time. Take a full breath in through the nose. A little bit more. Hold it. Pause. And breathe out. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I'll see you for part 2 tomorrow night. I haven't done a Saturday night stream yet, so we're going to do a little one. This is an hour and 45 minutes, so 2 hours max. That's my max cutoff point. I did a couple streams last year where it was like 5 hours. We're not doing that anymore. 2 hours max. So have a good night, guys. Peace and love, and I'll see you tomorrow.